All right, finally. It's been a long morning. We can finally get out of here. Oh my God. Can I help you? As you can see, I'm getting ready to go out to lunch. Well, oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just sit here and slowly starve to death. It's okay. So I understand that you actually had an appointment for 4 o'clock? Right, so can you tell me why you're here at 1? Oh, you happen to be in the area. Oh, well, you only live 30 miles away. What is the problem? Do you know I was just about to go out to lunch, and I haven't had anything since breakfast? And I was actually supposed to go to lunch about 45 minutes ago. No, it's okay. That's fine. Whatever. So, tell me again why it was you were coming in today? Oh, you want to complete your loan to buy a car. Okay, the auto loan. Right. And what was your name? Oh, the tedious one. I remember you. Just a minute. I have to look through my files here. Actually, I have several other clients who actually know to come in on time. And I have a few of their files here. Let me see. No. Well, I understand that the customer is always right and that your business is important. I do understand that. But while I sit here slowly starving to death, it's kind of hard to concentrate. So, let me see. Oh, maybe, no, it's not that one. Is it this one? Let me see here. Oh, no, this definitely isn't you. This person is buying a decent car. It's not them. And I'm sorry, what was your name again? Right. Sorry, you sort of have a forgettable name, and I actually just sat here and forgot it. Oh. Well, see, I wasn't expecting you until 4 o'clock, so I didn't have your paperwork out ready now, did I? No, I was planning on picking up my purse and going out to lunch. And then you showed up. No, I promise you it's perfectly fine. It's perfect. Here you are. I have it here. I overlooked it a minute ago. Like I said, your name is very forgettable. It's not your fault. I guess you could change it, but whatever. I guess by now you've grown accustomed to it. Now let's see. It says here that we require some information from you that we don't have yet. Actually, it looks like you haven't filled out any of your paperwork. Wow, what a slacker. So we're going to actually complete the form before we can go any further, and I'm going to have to get the information that we require from you. Did you bring your information with you? Well, the normal things that one has to have when they apply for a loan. Try to listen. Okay. We need your driver's license and a copy of your W-2. And preferably if you have your last copies of your last 2 check stubs. And I will need a way to verify your employment. I'll understand that the check stubs should do that. But actually, oh, just a minute. I have to text my friend just a second. I have to tell her what has happened here. See, I'm supposed to be meeting her for lunch. So I'm going to have to tell her this inconsiderate person, misspelled person, this inconsiderate person has shown up really early, and I'm going to have to help them with their loan. We'll be late. I am so sorry. Okay, that's all taken care of. Oh, it's absolutely fine. As you said, the customer's always right. So, as I said, you're going to have to fill out this entire form. You completed a form online? I'm sorry, we don't have any forms online. Are you sure you're at the right bank? Have you tried to apply at a different bank? Because we don't have online forms for auto loans. You must be mistaken. We don't do that. I do, however, have your file with your paperwork in it. And in here, it does look like you have dropped off a few things. I have a copy of a power bill from your apartment to verify your address. And now I have an old W-2, but this is from like 2 years ago, so we actually can't use that, which is why we said that you needed to bring in a more recent W-2. Why didn't you bring that one in the first place? I mean, wouldn't that have made sense? If you're applying for a loan, you don't bring in an old W-2. Are you trying to hide something? Well, I just thought maybe I should ask. And let's see, we have a few other documents here. We have some information on your checking account and your savings account. Wow, you don't have much money. Are you sure you can afford this car? Well, the qualification process will determine that. I'm just asking, person to person, do you really think you can afford this car? Okay. Well, it's definitely your problem, not mine. All right, so we have just some basic information on you. So, what I'm going to need from you, I'm going to need you to complete this form, and I will be happy to help you out. If you would like for me to fill in the answers, if you don't know how to fill out a form, which obviously you don't, or you would have already done it. Okay, well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. So I'm actually going to go over this form with you, and I will get the required information from you in just a minute. Okay, so here's the form. It's very basic, and it's just the employee's car loan scheme. And no, you are not an employee, but since this is a state employees credit union, that is just the title that we have up here. I mean, I would hope that you're smart enough to know that you're not actually a bank employee. This is for the state employees credit union, which is where you are. You do know where you are, right? Just checking. So as you see, we have absolutely none of this filled out. You have not completed any of it, which means now I'm going to have to sit here and hold your hand and help you fill this out because you are woefully unprepared. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that bother you? I apologize. I am going to, let's just go ahead and do this first, okay? Wonderful. So I'm going to need you to get a pen, and we will get started. You don't have a pen. Wow. You're just not prepared for anything today. I'll see if I have a pen. I do. I have a pen right here. It's a good thing I am prepared. At least one of us is. Now we're going to start with this part. I have excellent handwriting. I have the best handwriting, and actually sometimes is confused for a font. When people see it, they think it is a certain type of font because it is so perfect and uniform. So I'm going to have you tell me what to write in, and we're going to complete the form together. Wonderful. I would like for you to please spell your last name for me. Right? Do you go by Mr. or Mrs. or Doctor? No. Do you have any other names? Do you have any nicknames like Chubby or Loser or anything like that? None. And your street address where you live? Can you please spell that for me? All right, and I need your driver's license number. You don't have it memorized? Okay, if I could see your driver's license, please. Thank you. Okay. Your picture is awful. And my picture is actually so good I ordered reprints. I always take a perfect picture. What is your middle name? It's not on here. If it were on here, I wouldn't have asked for it, would I? Great. There's your driver's license, and I'm going to verify that I have seen your driver's license. I don't need a copy of it. Your email address. It's kind of a childish email address for a supposed adult, but that's none of my business. And your home phone number. You don't have a home phone? What's wrong with you? Do you live in your mom's basement? I'll just put NA. And your work number. Now we're getting somewhere. Do you have an extension, or is that a direct line? Okay, and your cell phone number. You do have a cell phone, right? Okay. And your occupation. Really? You're doing that on purpose? Is that like a career choice? Is that something that you expect to do long term, or are you ever going to get a real job? Of course it's only temporary, of course. And you're how old now? I'm just saying, tick-tock, tick-tock. And the name of your employer? I am very familiar with them. They have done some work for me. All right. And what is the address of your place of employment? Okay. I have actually been to that location. Maybe I've seen you there. Do you know the zip code? You don't? That's okay. I'll just fill it out later. Okay, now, is this employment, is it permanent, contractual, temporary, or some other type of employment? Is it full-time or part-time? And the number of years you have worked there? Wow. That long. And you're still doing it. Well, bless your heart. And your salary, of course, is this your W-2? This is not a W-2. Why did you give me this? I don't need that. That's a dry cleaning ticket. Can you read? Okay, that is of no use to me. I cannot do anything with your dry cleaning ticket. I will need to see your W-2, a more recent W-2. Okay. Well, can you please look through your papers and get it out for me? Like now? Thank you. No, you may not spread out your papers on my desk. Certainly not. This is mahogany. I do not allow anyone to place items on my desk. You absolutely may not move my fish. Please get your hand off my fish. I'm only allowed one decorative item on my desk, and I have made good use of it. I have my giant fish, and you may not move it or touch it. You can look at it, but don't touch it. Ever. Okay, do you have, that's it? Nice. Okay. All right, this is from 2015. Excellent. Is this an original or is this a copy? It's an original. All right. I will definitely give it back. I'm going to write down your salary here. I'm going to do monthly. That's okay. Monthly. Gee, okay. I don't know how you live on that, but I guess you get by. There you go. Now, I'm going to need the details of the car that you wish to buy. You have chosen a car already. Well, there was actually a post-it note. There was a little post-it note like this in your file that had a little comment about the car. What kind of car was it? No, that makes sense. Okay, well, bless your heart. Okay. Well, I guess we can't all have nice cars. And how old is this car? Okay. And And the supplier of the car, are you buying it from a person? Are you buying it from like a dealership? I'm surprised they would have anything so crappy. Nothing personal. Do we have a contact person at the dealership that I can call? Because I will need to discuss a few things with them. Not that I'm calling you a liar. I just need a number or a name. Okay. Can you spell that first name for me? And the last name? I think I can spell that. I'm reasonably smart. You don't have to spell it. And the phone number. What's the area code? I will definitely be giving them a call. And do you know the street address? Would you happen to know, even if you just have a general idea of what the street address might be? Okay, now, okay, as for the car value, what is the all-inclusive price of the car? Can I ask you something? Why would you put that much money into a car that I'm sure is going to be an absolute piece of crap? Wouldn't it be better to take that money and put it into, oh, I don't know, like maybe a scooter? Like a moped? That might actually get you somewhere? I'm sorry, I just think it's a really stupid thing to do. Oh, well, I don't mean to upset you. I was just asking. Perhaps offering a little bit of backhanded advice. I just think this might not be the wisest thing you've ever done. Might rank right up there with staying where you currently work. Looks okay. We'll just agree to disagree. The all-inclusive price. Okay, and that does exclude insurance. Okay. And do you have, like, I need, and one of the other things I need is a quotation from your insurance company, because I will need to see the insurance cost, how much you're going to have to pay to insure the car. Do you have that? Well, you were told to bring that in. Did you not bring it in? Because if you didn't, we will not be able to complete this today, and you will basically have wasted my lunch hour. I wasted my time. Well, you do that. You look through your papers. That's okay. I have nothing better to do now that my lunch hour has been pushed back indefinitely. It's not a problem. No, keep the dry cleaning ticket. Why do you keep trying to give me that? I don't know why you keep trying to give me that. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I have never heard of this insurance company, but I'm going to assume this is real. Looks like there's a contact number in here. I will contact them because this actually looks a little shady, and I'm not entirely sure that this is a real statement of an insurance payment. So the insurance cost per month, and I'm going to make a little note here because I'm going to give them a call. I'll write down their number. I'm going to verify that this is actually a real thing and not your scam. Thank you. You can keep that. All right, and then of course I have a validity of quotation section here, and I will initial that as soon as I call and find out that this is actually legitimate. Do you have anything you want to tell me before I call? No? Okay. And then I have a section here for any other remarks. Do you have any comments or anything that you want to put as far as remarks go on your application? Well, I don't appreciate that. That's not a very nice thing to say. Are you sure you want to put that down? You want to call me a snarling harpy, really? Okay. No, I'll be happy to write that down. It's probably not going to go over too well, but whatever. Okay, now I have a section on the back, and I just want you to sign and date this. Since your handwriting is too pathetic to actually fill it out, I want you to review the form. Okay? I want you to look over everything and make sure that everything I wrote down is correct. And if you have any questions, let me know. Okay? So here we have your name, and we have just your basic information. We have your name and address. And then we have, we use your driver's license number, telephone, all that. And this section here, part 2, is dealing with your employment. Part 3 is information about the car, and then part 4 is about the insurance and the car value. So just look that over. Look good? Of course it does. As I said, I have perfect handwriting, much better than anyone else's. Now I'm going to give you the pen, and I just want you to sign and date right here. Okay, right there. The date? Yes, the 3rd. Okay. Excellent. So we have that all done. Now, one other thing I am going to have to do, and I will do this after I get back from lunch because I am about to pass out from hunger, thanks to you and the fact that you can't tell time. I'm going to give your employer a call because I do also have to verify your employment. Now, don't get upset because that is something that I actually do for everyone. You can keep these. I don't need those. I need a number where I can call your employer because I'm going to need to speak to someone in a position of authority who can actually verify that you have a completely pathetic job. What's that name? And what's the number? Don't know if they'll be able to talk about you and keep a straight face, but we'll see. I don't know of anything else. It looks like we now have all the documents and identification that we needed from you. Do you have any questions for me? Well, yes, I am actually considered one of the most valued employees here. I am very well loved by my coworkers and my boss because I am so remarkably efficient. Well, sometimes I like to offer advice to people like you that I feel you just don't know any better, and maybe you haven't really thought this through. Why you would buy such a stupid car, I don't know. And I just thought maybe I could say a few words to maybe make you think about it a little bit. Well, obviously it hasn't worked. So anyway, let me give you my card. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Okay? But not during lunch. If you call during lunch, I will not answer because normally I will not be here. Most of my clients have enough sense to come when they're actually supposed to. And that way I can actually take a lunch hour like everyone else. I bet you ate before you came here. I bet your belly's all full. Yeah. Well, mine's not. And I think it's very unfair. So I'm a little upset, but I suppose I'll survive. I'm sorry I did it again, didn't I? I apologize. Very sorry. Well, if you don't forget that. Take that. You might need a driver's license when you leave here, unless you came on your bicycle. So, I want to thank you for coming by remarkably early, but whatever. And we will begin the process of your loan, and we begin to review your loan application, and we will let you know something probably by tomorrow afternoon whether or not your loan will be approved, and you can go buy your stupid little car. Okay? I imagine you can see your own way out. Okay? Well, you take care, and I hope to see you again, but I hope to see you again when you're actually supposed to come. Okay?